After making my video about microplastics, I decided to see if I could replace some of my everyday clothes with more natural fibers. I thought it would be simple. It wasn't. Over the past few months, I've been learning how difficult it can be to shop for clothes that are really made from natural fibers. Retail websites can be confusing, fabric descriptions are not necessarily what they seem, and as a result, I made a few mistakes. But I also found some wonderful, affordable pieces that I'm really happy with. Instead of throwing out everything in my closet, I've simply been replacing worn out or heavily synthetic items with more natural clothing that's made from things like cotton, linen, and a few plant-based fibers. It's been a gradual change and one that, to me at least, feels realistic. Today I'll show you what I bought, what I returned, where I found the best bargains, and what I've learned along the way so you can avoid the same mistakes. It's all part of building a healthier home, one practical step at a time. Hello, welcome to Free Range Diva. My name is Cheryl if you're new, and if you like videos about green beauty, natural living, and getting toxins out of our environment, then please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Oh, and you might want to give this video a thumbs up too. Thanks! I recently did a search on Amazon for 100% linen garments, particularly sets, two-piece sets. And the search returned only blends, 80% polyester, 10% spandex, 10% linen, and yet the names of these clothing items all said linen pants, linen blouses. Searching for 100% cotton was a little better, but not much. It's really easy to get fooled, is my point. Buying clothing made of natural fibers is really popular right now. Retailers know this, and they know there's a big demand for cotton and linen. You'll see misleading descriptions, websites that hide the fabric content, like I literally saw linen blend. Blended with what? You'll end up on sketchy sites that disappear when you try to return the blouse you bought because the linen blouse turned out to be 100% polyester. Yes, here it is. I did it, I bought it, and this doesn't even feel like quality polyester. It feels like it's rough, it doesn't feel like linen. It feels like plastic, it's thick, it's 1970s cheap polyester. This blouse showed up in my as an ad alongside my email, and I clicked on it, and that's how I ended up on this site. I'll write the name, I'm not going to say it out loud. So I suppose the first lesson is always make sure that you are using a credit card company that has your back, because with this item, when I realized what it was, I went to their site to see if I had made a mistake. Couldn't, because they had taken it down. They say that they had a 100% return policy. 100% return policy, you just need to get an authorization before you send it back to us. But when I tried to email them, the emails came back undeliverable. They had 2 phone numbers on their website, so I tried to call. Both numbers were non-working numbers. There literally was no response and no way to contact these people. So after trying Shopify, which is a bust, don't ever try to get Shopify or buy through Shopify and think they're going to help you if you need it. They're there for the retailer and that's it. But then I went to my credit card company, which immediately gave me a credit and said, don't worry about it, we will take care of these people. And I got my money back. Of course, I'm still stuck with this piece of trash that I don't know what to do with, but at least, you know, they didn't get away with scams, with a big fat scam, which is what they are, which is what you will encounter. So first, before I get into the things that I bought that I kept or am keeping, let me do a quick kind of a guide to what to look for and what to avoid. Starting with the bad list. Avoid these. Polyester, nylon, microfiber, spandex, lycra, fleece, and elastane. That's right. You will see elastane in a lot of with a lot of retailers that say that they sell eco-friendly clothing. And I suppose it can be, but elastane is lycra and spandex. It's like the generic name for both of those brand names. So it does shed microplastics in your laundry. And it's considered eco-friendly because of the way that it's manufactured. It can be manufactured in ways that are lighter on the environment than other fabric materials. Elastane, if you're trying to keep microplastics out of your dryer and air and out of the water system, avoid it. And the good list, which most of these you probably already know, but cotton, linen, wool, hemp, and wood pulp-based synthetics. These are viscose, modal, lyocell, tencel, and they are all varieties of rayon. So look for those particular names. Again, modal, lyocell, tencel, and viscose. And lyocell and tencel are the same. Tencel is like the brand name for lyocell. I have a chart that lists the pros and cons of each. I saw it and now I can't find it. If I find it, I will attach a link to it in the description below. But of the three, modal is generally considered to be the most sustainable because of the way that it's manufactured and the fact that it's made from beech trees. However, all of these fabrics use chemical solvents in their manufacturing process, and that's how they break down the wood pulp. And these solvents can remain in the fabric as well as in the environment. Bamboo viscose is a classic example of something that sounds really good. It sounds eco-friendly, and bamboo is, however, the solvents used to break it down are some of the most toxic out there. And again, they do persist in not only in the environment, but they stay in the fabric as well. So if you're buying something from bamboo and it sounds like, ooh, that sounds great, just make sure that whoever is selling that, whatever retailer, manufacturer you're getting that from, is very transparent about how they make the product, because there are what they call closed loop manufacturing processes that minimize the impact on the environment and keep the amount of solvents also to a minimum. But to avoid all that, mostly I've just purchased cotton and linen because it's much simpler and easier, and I figured that would be more inspiring for you guys as well because it's also very accessible. I was primarily shopping for casual clothes, loungewear, and basics, and I tried to keep the costs low. So let's look at the clothes. My first advice to you is to start with your own closet and look for what you have that might surprise you in terms of whether or not it's eco-friendly. I've been doing that for the last several months, and these pants are an example. You'll see these again with me wearing them, but these pants are 100% linen. I've had them forever, 20 years at least. And they're not, like people think, oh, linen's wrinkly or whatever. There's some wrinkling to them, but they look more lived in than anything else, than wrinkled, and super comfortable. Very, very, look at the drape. Very soft. Additionally, in another item from my own closet, activewear is really, really, really difficult. Okay, so these shorts from Hanes, H-A-N-E-S, Hanes, are 100% cotton, 100%. The length on them, I have a thing about shorts, I don't want them to be too short, but if they're too long, they look, frumpy, I guess. So I'm really particular about the length of my shorts. The length on these is perfect. They are comfortable. You can wear, these are great for lounging around the house. They're great, like I said, they're for active wear. They have held up great through multiple washings. And here's the caveat. Hanes sells several colors of these shorts, but only the navy, which is what these are, and the black are 100% cotton. Just those two colors. So keep that in mind if you're looking at something and you decide that color's cute, and then you see what the material is, and then you decide you want another color. Check the fabric composition of each color to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. My next little piece of advice is don't overlook the sort of tried and true major retailers, like particularly the ones that offer big sales. Macy's, JCPenney, Nordstrom's, Lord & Taylor. Whenever they're having closeout, particularly end of season closeout, and you're looking for basics, that's the time to check them out. I happened to do that this past fall, and I came up with two. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Okay, I realized it was hard to see. But yeah, two cotton blouses that I picked up at Macy's, really, really inexpensive. And you can't get more basic than white and black. And of course the weather got cooler, so I haven't worn them a lot, but I have worn, particularly this black one, I've worn quite a few times. And they're great. They're soft. The more you wash them, the softer they get. And this material, maybe you can see that, it's got a little bit of a texture to the weave. So it has kind of a bohemian thing, which is great because it's got this V-neck with a closure, and there's that. I mean, you can always use a cotton blouse, am I right? Particularly in white or black. Amazon. So Amazon was a challenge for linen anyway, although I did find one linen outfit. It was a linen cotton blend that I ordered. If it gets here before this video goes up, I'll stick in a clip of it. But this classic, beautiful butter yellow blouse, I just got it. It's a little bit wrinkled because it just came out of the box, but it's the best of what cotton has to offer. It's got a great weight to it. It's not thin. Beautiful button detail on the sleeves as well as on the collar. And this color is really popular. I think on the site the color looks a lot darker than this. This I feel like is a more flattering color than the one than what I thought I was getting. So I'm really, really actually happy with this. It's called Butter Yellow, and it's great for a tailored classic look. And you know that you will instantly look put together when you pair this with something like slacks, skirts, or even as a cover-up. If you get something like this oversized, it would make a great cover-up over a swimsuit. And this shirt came from Amazon as well. It's 100% cotton. It's a few years old, which is why it's a little wrinkly. But if it's still available, I will link it. And my other favorite big box store for quality textiles, that means you have like lots of choices in this more sustainable linen cotton space, that's going to be Target. So because Target has a very robust, shall we say, sustainability, I picked these up. These are actually mostly cotton. They're a cotton rayon blend. Wasn't my first choice, but these are, they are a good length. And they are a good option if you want to try and go that way. This is a 100% cotton quilt. And I mean backing, thread, all of it is 100% cotton. This is from their Threshold line. And this one is called the Heirloom Stitch. The reason I haven't opened this yet is because I might take it back. In the store, this white color looked very warm, almost creamy, and as I'm looking at it on the monitor, I think it's going to be looking very creamy to you as well, especially compared to this. But then in the room, it looks very cool, not warm at all, cool toned, not warm toned. So I'm going to go to a different Target because they have a different shade that I did not see at the one that I got this one. And if that shade is more creamier and warmer, I'm going to then exchange this one for that one. But the price is really good on this, so I may end up just keeping it for the summer. And that's what this was for. It's a summer weight quilt. That's the only bedding I'm going to talk about. But I wanted to share it because I thought it was a really good buy. And then you saw this with the little shorts. This golden yellow t-shirt. Just makes me smile. See, look at it. I can't look at this or look at this color or this design without smiling. And this came from an Etsy shop. And don't forget Etsy. They've got a ton of 100% cotton items that are unique, handcrafted. This one has a heavier weight to it. So I really like that. I know that this is going to hold up for years and multiple washings. So yeah, really cute and on Etsy. Just got a couple of more pieces before I leave shorts altogether. These shorts are definitely 100% linen. And it's a lighter weight now. No, I guess it's about the same weight of linen as the slacks that I'm wearing. Some linens can be heavier weight than others, but so you can see this is what wrinkly linen looks like. It's not that bad. I haven't washed this yet, but I will. This I found when I was searching. I was doing a Google search for botanical t-shirts, and this beautiful vintage t-shirt popped up. So I went to the site, and although that t-shirt wasn't cotton at all, I don't know why it came back with a Google search for cotton. I was looking for cotton t-shirts, but it wasn't. So this is a retailer I've never used before. The name of it is Light in the Box. I'm sure it's like a fast fashion, one of those types of retailers. But they did have a lot of 100% pure linen items. So I thought, all right, they had marked that t-shirt down to like $5. So I figured I'm going to order it to see how the ordering process goes, if it's smooth, if it gets here, and then return it so I can see how the return process, what that's like. So I ordered it. It came really quickly, it was in great shape. I took one look at that print and fell in love. I could not bring myself to send it back. It is so beautiful. I'm not going to show it to you because, again, it turned out it was 100% polyester, but at least it's high quality and it doesn't feel like it. And I'm just going to be really careful when I wash it to minimize the shedding, and I'll talk more about how you can do that at the end of the video. But once I did that, I had to see one of their linen, something in their linen line, and so I ordered these. These were on special for they were reduced some ridiculous amount to about $9. So even with the shipping, they cost less than, say, the Target ones that I just showed you. So the length is really good on these. For me, it's a good length. They have pockets on the side, drawstring, and cuff at the hem. Although this cuff is not a real cuff. It's just a like a sewn in kind of a pin tuck cuff. But still, $9, I'll take it. The last few summers have been very mild, which is why I've been ordering shorts, because I just didn't have anything. I haven't, as I've worn them out, I've gotten rid of them and then didn't buy any more because the summers here have been so mild. But with El Nino running around this summer, looks like it might be warmer. So that's why I wanted to get some shorts. So I did. Proceed with caution with a website like the Light in the Box. So far, both of my ordering experiences have been great, but I don't know what the return is like because I haven't returned anything. So just be aware. At least I will say this, their garments look better in life than they do in the pictures, for whatever that's worth. Which brings me to, yes, I finally broke down and tried Quince. I shouldn't say that, I just haven't had any reason to shop there. But their linen, at least you don't have to worry about the linen. It's 100% European linen, or at least they have a line that is 100% European linen. And their designs are very classic, they're well made, they're quality, and they're at a reasonable price. So this is great. This is something I can wear dressier, again with a skirt. If I was someone going to work, like in an office, this would be perfect. It's also great just on the weekends, for a casual weekend. Glad that I got it. Glad that I finally got around to trying Quince. And I'm sorry I don't have any kind of discount for you or anything like that. I did manage, I was searching around and I did find a 10% off coupon. So search around, you might find something if you're looking to save a little money there. But otherwise, I think they give you pretty good discounts on the site. So that's probably why it's hard to get additional ones. The last item, it's this beautiful gown, cotton gown from Eileen West. This one is actually a cotton modal blend, and it's very soft. It feels like cotton. It was a bit of a splurge, but look, see if I can get up close. I can show you this pin tuck detail here along with this lace trim. It's so, and the buttons are really good quality. It's just, yes, it's a splurge, and yes, it's worth it. I did not find this on the website, although they do have cotton nightgowns on the website. I got this at the Vermont Country Store, which it may still be there. Vermont Country Store charges a lot for shipping, and I just happened to see this on a day when they were offering free shipping. So I immediately ordered it. This is going to be so nice to sleep in this summer. I think I mentioned in another video that I had tossed out my microfiber sheets, and I only have cotton sheets now. I only have 2 pairs left, so I'll probably be getting another set of sheets. But this is definitely with a cotton bedding and a nice, lightweight cotton quilt. This will definitely not only keep me comfortable at night during the summer, but I feel so pretty when I wear it because it is so delicate and pretty. Definitely worth it for me. Now, the other thing that I'm looking for are cotton pajamas. And so far, I have not had luck with 100% cotton pajamas. So if you know a source, and I want something that's not so thin that it'll hold up longer, it won't get worn out quickly. So if you have any ideas for me about where I can find something like a nice pair of cotton pajamas, do put it down in the comments below, and I thank you in advance. So before I let you go, I did want to quickly share with you a few tips for minimizing the shedding when you're laundering your polyester and other types of fabric clothing. Try to launder less often if you can. Put your clothes out to air dry, maybe to lengthen the time between washings. And when you do launder, make sure that you do full loads. For whatever reason, less microplastics are released when there's more clothes shoved together, maybe because they don't agitate as much, which brings me to, if you have a front loader washer and dryer, great. That's better than a top loader. Try to use cold water and gentle cycle as much as you can. And then try to air dry your clothing if you can, or you can buy these filters for your dryer that will actually filter out microplastics and nanoplastics. I'll link a couple of them. I think they're becoming more and more popular as people try to handle this issue. It would be nice if your machines came with these filters built in, but we're not there yet. Right now it's up to the consumer to take care of that problem. And I'll try and put some links that are helpful. So yeah, that's my experience, and as I learn more, I will share more, but that's what I've learned so far. Check the fabric content on the site and always compare it to the garment when you get it. Don't trust the garment description title, and shop where you're comfortable with the return policy as well as with the reputation of the retailer. And maybe buy fewer but better quality items, because cotton and linen are classics, and they're classics for a reason. They withstand the test of time, and if you take good care of them, they will last you for decades. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing around here. And until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye! Shopping! Shopping! Okay.